So, Warframe's had a big update, the Heart of Deimos. This update introduced the third open world, the Cambion Drift. As beautiful as it is, relative to the fact that it's the infested, there's a lot to take in. So now you're lost, confused, and don't know where to go or what to do to progress. Well, that's why I'm here. I'll show you all the basics you need to know to get started. I recommend you begin by completing the introduction quest first if you haven't already, as this video will spoil some things. Once you have completed the introduction quest, you should now be able to talk to all the vendors of the Entradi family. The first I will cover is Mother. She is the leader of the Entradi family, and hence this is where you will go to rank up with the Entradi and manage your Entradi standing. You can also acquire bounties, which will require you to go out into the Cambion Drift and kill enemies or capture targets to complete. These bounties will reward Mother tokens, which can be turned in for standing. Unlike other open worlds, all trades and bounties offer tokens, instead of directly giving standing. There are several types of tokens, with each of the Entradi family having their own type. Tokens can be traded in at Grandmother for either Entradi standing or for Grandmother tokens. Father, Mother, Daughter and Otak tokens can be traded for 100 Entradi standing per token. Son tokens can be traded in for 500 standing, and Grandmother tokens can be traded in for 1500 standing. However, I only recommend trading Mother tokens, as these are the easiest to earn and most plentiful. Father is the weaponsmith of the family. He sells weapon parts and blueprints for the Deimos, Keratinus, Sepulchrum and Trumna. In the future, he will also be offering infested kit gun parts, allowing for building of customized weapons. He also offers Father tokens for various resources, which can be found around the Cambion Drift, particularly from the obelisks, which can also be found around the Cambion Drift. These obelisks can force rare loot drops if the particular conditions are met. There are 8 types of obelisks, each of them correlating to one of the Warframe mods, and each requiring a different condition to force the rare drops. Daughter is the fishing vendor and will offer Daughter tokens for fish parts. You can acquire fish parts by taking fish you've caught to Daughter and cutting them. Daughter sells fish trophies, advanced bait and fishing spears. You will want these spears, as these are necessary in order to break the surface of the exocrine rivers. Otherwise, you will have to wait for the fish to float above the exocrine before you can spear them. Yeah, these fish are kind of weird. Sun is the conservation vendor and will offer sun tokens in exchange for animal conservation tags. He sells lures and pheromones for each animal type to help in conservation. He also sells mutagens and antigens, which are used to create vulpaphilas or predicides. These are customizable pets which have different stats based on the parts you use to create them. He also sells the helmet segment, which I will get onto later. To obtain animal tags, you must complete conservation target. Otak is the mining vendor.
Mining isn't my only interest. I'm also interested in mining.
You can buy refined gem blueprints from him for standing, or you can sell various amounts of assorted minerals and gems to him in exchange for Otak tokens. You get mining resources by going out into the Cambion Drift and looking for ores in the ground, then mining them with your mining laser. Pulling out your mining laser will reveal nearby ores on the map, making this easier. You can often find significantly more ores and gems underground. Lloyd is a Quilonco or Little Duck of Deimos, in the sense that he has his own standing that is separate from the Entradi standing, and you can only talk to him in operator form. He buys Orokin matrices from you for standing and sells blueprints for the Necromech and the Cortege art gun. You can get Orokin matrices from killing Necromechs that roam the drift or spawn in isolation vault bounties provided by Mother. After buying and crafting the helmet segment, you can now insert it into the infested room of your ship. This allows for subsuming of Warframes to apply one of their abilities to other frames. Keep in mind that subsuming a Warframe will destroy it, meaning you will have to recraft it if you want to use it. So I recommend you only subsume Warframes that you either have a prime variant of or have already crafted a second one of. Each Warframe only has one pre-selected ability that you can apply to other Warframes. That's a brief overview of the Heart of Deimos update. A lot of this is oversimplified, so if you are interested, I recommend you check out other videos online.